We have a nomenclature request from W21, test 2, part 3. Big bad bicyclo that happens to have every one of our new groups on it: allyl, methylene, phenyl, and vinyl. All bicyclos, you start the same. You do your dots. Let's spread this baby out. We got those dots way apart. How many carbons between dots? Well, 7 in one direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a different direction, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure that dot is at a corner. That dot is huge. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, can't reach the dot. That's the problem with doing your small one on the outside. You got to make real long dots. 1, 2, 3. What do you think of that? And then carbon 1 has an allele. You want 1 to be over here? 1, 2, 8, 9. And we're going to go up to number 12. So where's 10? Talk to me. Where's 10? In the middle. Yeah. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I don't think we have to go up to 16. We did anyway. So how do you draw on 1 this allele group? How many carbons in a row? How many carbons in a row for an allele group? It's not 1, that's methylene. It's not 2, that's vinyl. It's the next one. Where's the double bond? At the end, yeah. Have to know allele forever. Yeah, never goes away. In fact, when we get to chapter 7, it gets substantial time, because chemically, allele is an interesting group too. And we'll do stereocenters later. 12, I needed a 12 and I didn't write it. How do you draw methylene? Just double bond to a CH2, right? Right there. And on 4, I didn't write 4, but it would be here. Now I've got to move my molecule. Didn't get the 4. Get down there. Don't shrink on me. Let's keep 4. It's doing it again. 4 is going to get redrawn and erased. 4 stereocenter. No, 4 is not a stereocenter. No. What's between 4 and 5? It's at the end of the name, isn't it? What's between 4 and 5? Double bond. So yeah, green double bond. Is there a group on 5? Yes. No, there's a group on 4. And I would like to say, right now, if you put a group on 4, it'll be priority 1. Remember doing E and Z? A phenyl is definitely beating a CH2 because it has 3 bonds to C, and this has 1 more bond to C. So if you put it here, it will be on the same side as the other one, which is here. Remember, I'm going to erase this in a second because you didn't need to draw it. That's number 2 there, and number 1 is here, no matter what, right? Okay, I'll leave them. So this is a scenario that's going to cover both the Z and the E, because you never want to redraw a molecule. Your time is too valuable. So Z is here, this position, and you have to draw full phenyl groups on part 3. You can use the short form, any other part, but not part 3. That's what I would draw if it's Z, and it is Z. I'm leaving it. Okay? You want to know what to do if it's part E. You don't want to redraw the, if it's E, not part E. If it's E instead of Z.
What do you mean E?
If it was for E, I will draw that temporarily in baby blue. You don't draw it up there, so that would be gone. And you just draw it downwards. It looks terrible, but it clearly moves this carbon up here, correct? It's on the downside. That means this has to be the up. And this puts this on the opposite side of the 1, which is E.
Oh, so we have...
This would be E, even though it's terribly drawn. It's still fine.
Okay.
I didn't redraw my molecule. Okay, but it's not E, so get rid of it. It's Z like that. And I didn't do E. Okay. Moving on to 12 methylene, we got 4 phenyl, we got 9 vinyl. How do you draw vinyl? You have till my computer unfreezes. Oh, time's up. What do you got? 2 carbons and I have the eraser on. Nice. Go blue. That's vinyl. 9 vinyl. Yes, good. We got a double bond between 4 and 5. Good. Time for stereo, and I didn't even hit any. Guy, man, goodness. Sorry. Me and my computer are having issues. Number 1, priority 1 on 1 is a CH2 that goes to C double C. Let's not use red. We use blue. Orange, close to red, but it's circled. The 2 is here. The 3 is down here. We okay on this, or am I going a little too fast?
Why the 2 is up?
Go CH2, which all of them do. 2, 3, 4 all have CH2. Then it goes to another CH2 and a C with a lot of stuff. CH2, CH2, C with not a lot of stuff. CH2, CH2, and C with not a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, say it again. The 3 has to switch with the 4. 1, 2, 3, stuff. 1, 2, 3, stuff. Oh, it is closer than I thought. Why do I like this stuff a little less than this stuff? Yeah, they're all CH2s here. CH2. Break it up to 2 Cs with both of them are CH2s, right? Is that a CH2? No, that's a winner over a CH2, isn't it? So my guess was lucky. It was closer than I thought, but 3 is ahead of 4. And we want it to be R, and right now it is S. If you connect 1, 2, 3, counterclockwise, 1, 2, 3. Counterclockwise, 1, 2, 3. Don't pretend you're connecting this way. You never run around your stereo center even doing that. You got to go around your stereo center, right? 1, 2, 3 is S. We don't want it S, so what's your solution? Wedge on 4. Nice gray wedge. Gray show up? Yeah, it shows up nice. Dash adjacent. Make sure it goes all the way. There you go. Moving over to stereo center on 9. We got black. Oh boy. 1. Which one's the 2? I think it's this one.
10.
The 10 is the 2. It's got stuff on the 3rd carbon. 1, 2, 3rd carbon. No, the others don't. This one has stuff on the 4th carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4th with stuff, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 with stuff. But I like the stuff over on the right. 1 is the same distance away from the stereo center as 5, right? And there's an H on 5, right? There's no H's at all on 1. Yeah, so 1's a winner. And that makes that the 2. Is that right? Right, no, I'm going to the top. So going to the 1 through the middle is better than going to the 1 this way. And we already had 2 better than 3, so this is the 4. Is this also needing a 4 on a wedge? 1, 2, 3 is clockwise, and it's supposed to be clockwise. 4 on a dash. I'm not loving the gray. And wedge adjacent. That's pretty nice. Got it all. That is a lot of work for 4 points, isn't it? That is nomenclature in a nutshell.